Hi there. It is Kimberly Jones. How are you all doing today? Let's see here. I'm going to put on my glasses so I can see. Okay, Apper join. Thank you for joining. Tell me what your name is so I can properly address you during my scope this afternoon. Hey, Tina. You know what? You are always so faithful. Every time I get on, you just pop right on in here. Thank you. Tina is great. Dumpo 131 joining. Ruby is here. Hi, Sir Kenneth. Oh, man, I've got some friends that are popping in here today. You know, I have been on vacation for the past 5 days or so. Hi, dear Ruby. And so it ended yesterday, and I am really trying to get back into the groove of things here. I had to come back to work today, but that's okay. It is just fine because I can do this, right? I can do this. So my name is Kimberly Jones. I am a professional life coach, living on purpose life and relationship coaching. That is the name of my business. That's what I do. In addition, who are they anyway? Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Give me a second and just see if anybody else is going to come in here. Yeah, I thought that would get a few people in. Who are they anyway? We're going to talk about they. And so I am a life and relationship coach here in the Atlanta area. Where's everyone else from? I want to see who I'm talking to today. Also, in addition to that, I am a co-pastor of a local church here in the Atlanta area with my wonderful husband. And I just love what I do. And I love Periscope because it gives me an opportunity to connect with some awesome people out there in Periscope land. Thank you for inviting others in. Yeah, thank you so much. Invite others in. And, you know, you guys can go in and start giving me some love, too. Where are the hearts today? I don't see any hearts. I need some hearts. Dallas, Texas. Yes, thank you for the hearts. Ruby from Dallas. Amen. Yeah, good to see you. And I love hearts. That represents love to me. And I always say I love to be loved. And so I always welcome the hearts. New Orleans, yes. Thank you, Ruby, for inviting followers. Yeah, go on and swipe left or right or up and down, whatever your device calls for, and invite others to join as we talk about who is they anyway. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Like I was saying, I love Periscope. It has given everyone a new opportunity and a new privilege to connect with some wonderful people, and I surely have. Yeah, Woomteek, how you doing? Glad you joined this afternoon. Yeah, I caught some great scopes from her. So if you're not following her, please do. If you're not following Tina, please do. Martina Young and Ruby, everyone, just follow. If you're not following individuals that you're connected with on the scope, go on and follow them. You'd be surprised at some of the things that you're exposed to out here on Periscope. So I'm doing well, Woomteek. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Tina shared. Thank you, Tina, for sharing. Good. So this is how I'm going to start today, okay? I want you to read this. Can you read this? Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is but a mystery. Today is a gift. That is why it is called the what? The present. Did you get that? Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is but a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Okay? So I decided that every day that I get on Periscope, I'm going to share. You got it? Good. I'm going to share a quote. Yeah, that's your motto, Woomteek. Today is a present. And so we got to thank, was it backwards? Is it still backwards? You got it? That's funny. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Did I do it wrong? How do I do this? I'm so silly. Anyway, today is a present. Today is a present. That's the point I want to get across. Today is a gift. And so we are going to have to embrace today, embrace the gift that we've been getting. Thank you, Sapper. Give me your name. Thank you. Tomorrow is history. Can't do anything about it. What's going to go into the future? We don't know. That's a mystery. Thank you. I am Brewer. Help me. I know you. Anyway, today is the present. So we got to embrace today. But I want to talk about who is they anyway. Okay, so one time, it was several years ago when my sister had her little boy, and for a long time she didn't cut his hair, right? And so we went to church. That's right, Dakota, how are you, dear? Thank you for joining my scope this afternoon. You're awesome. Follow Cody. He is awesome. He's awesome if you're not following him. Thank you for the love. I love hearts. Love me, love me, love me. So my nephew, back to my story. My nephew was, I don't know, he might have been 3 or 4, and my sister hadn't cut his hair. And so we were at church, and a lady walked up to my sister and asked her, why haven't you cut your little boy's hair yet? And my sister said to the lady, she said, well, they say you're not supposed to cut it until he gets around, I don't know what age it was, 5 or 6, I don't know what it was. And the lady looked at her and said, who is they? Good story, right? Have you ever wondered about that? You know how people try to put limitations on your life? They try to tell you what you can and what you cannot do. You know, well, they say women aren't supposed to do this, or they say Christians aren't supposed to do this, or they say that we're not supposed to be here or try this, or, you know, they have been living rent-free for years. I know, and they have. But who are they? Who are they? And who gave them permission to put limitations on us? We got to get over listening to what they say and begin to be who we have been called to be. They don't even exist. You're right. They don't exist, but we allow them to so many times. You know, as I said earlier, I'm a life coach. I'm also a co-pastor. I also work in the field of case management in the substance abuse and substance addiction and mental health field. I do it all. And some people say, well, how can you be a life coach and a pastor? And I do it because I made up my mind to do it all. And the minute that we make up our mind to do what it is that we've been called to do, we can experience the fullness of life. I believe as a life coach and as a pastor that it's a way folks get to say what they want without taking full responsibility, right? And so we need to begin to shut that door and not allow anyone's opinion in our life. You know what? We have to be very selective about who we allow to speak into our lives and who we listen to, because sometimes people will bogart into our lives and tell us what we can and cannot do. Now, I don't base my accomplishments or what I'm going after on what they say. We got to begin to shut they down and tell them, thank you for the hearts, tell them that who gave them permission. Ask them, who told you that you could have permission to tell me what I can and cannot do? You know, thank you. Some use the word God. Oh, sometimes they do use that. But you know what? I am so glad that I have the ability to hear God for myself. And they owe us money. I know. I can hear God for myself. Womb tick. I can hear God for myself, and I can hear what he says about me. And he says that I'm fearfully and I'm wonderfully made, and I can do all things because he strengthens me to do all things. And so I don't put any limitations on myself, and neither do I allow anyone else to put limitations on me, because I know that there is so much on the inside of me, and I want to experience the fullness of life. Don't you? Don't you want to experience everything that you've been called to experience? We have to stop being afraid. Stop listening to them who are trying to tell us that we need to stay in this one little corner. The world is too big, and there are too many opportunities for us to limit ourselves to what they say. And so, you know, I just wanted to encourage you all this afternoon. Go on, think outside the box. Think outside the box. Begin to allow yourself to dream out loud. I tell my clients all the time, you got to dream out loud. Sometimes it takes us hearing ourselves. Yeah, they are the ones that limit us, and we let them. No more, no more. Make up in your mind today, you're not listening to they anymore. Now, I'm not telling you that you should not have some people who are connected to you, who should speak into your life, but make sure you're very selective about that. Not just anyone can speak into your life, you know, because people don't even really know you. They don't even know everything that's on the inside of you. You know, there are a few people in my life who really know me, who know what I'm capable of, and I can listen to those people because they have invested in my life. And you're right, Womb Teak, you got to look at the fruit. You got to look at the fruit. Now, you're listening to somebody who's sitting at home every day doing nothing, not progressing in their lives, and you hang on to every word that they say. Guess what? You're going to end up sitting on the couch right beside them, doing nothing with your life. You need people in your life who are going to push you forward in your purpose and your destiny. This is the season like never before for us to begin to operate outside the box, begin to set goals, not only set them, but meet them. We got to begin to allow ourselves to do things that we've never done before. Yeah, they won't believe that God gave you something that powerful. You're right. And we got to allow ourselves to dream big, Ruby, up, and let God out of the box, because he's bigger than what they may say. You know what? Most of the times he is so much bigger than what they say. But because they don't know him, then they don't understand why we can do things that we are seemingly not qualified for. I'm qualified because God says that I'm qualified. You know, we got to begin to listen to what the voice of the Lord is speaking to us and begin to try things that we've never tried before. Yeah, that's right. Small faith. You got to have big faith. You know, I believe that you're either operating in faith or fear. If you're operating in fear, there is no faith in operation. Come on now. No, fear is the opposite of faith. Fear, what do they say fear is? False evidence appearing real. Those things that we are afraid of, lots of times they originate in the mind of they, because they have spoken into our lives so much that we have begun to believe all of the negativity. We got to begin to reprogram our minds, begin to think on those things that are lovely and just and pure. Yeah, give me some hearts. I love the hearts. Love on me some more. Yeah, we got to think on those things that are eternal, those things that originate in the mind of Christ, those things that he knows about us that we have not even yet discovered about ourselves. But we're not going to let they shut us down anymore. We're going to keep on doing those things that would seem to be impossible, because we know that we can. Now listen, you've been listening to They too long. I don't know who it is. Sometimes, you know what, the bad thing, sometimes it's our family members. Oh my goodness. And the people who are closest to us. Yeah, if we're not confident, Woontique, in our relationship with God, then we'll allow those people to begin to speak negativity into our lives. And sometimes it's people who are so close to us. Yeah, people who are our friends, our family members. I know, don't be mean to them, but let them know that you have confidence and that you have been equipped to do amazing things in your life. I am so excited about the time that we're living in right now, because there are no limitations and no boundaries. I believe that. Thank you for the hearts. Keep the hearts coming. And as far as we can believe, that's as far as we can go. I believe that the sky isn't even the limit. We can go as far as we want to go. And so, I just want to encourage you, stop letting everybody speak into your life. If you're going to do great things, you have to believe that you can do it. That's the first step. Believe that you can do it and begin to move forward, and shut they down when they begin to say, what are you doing? How can you do that? Yeah, you know what? You're right, Dakota. A season of uncomfortableness. I like that word. Yeah, it does make us feel uncomfortable when we begin to think outside the box. We begin to move outside the box. That's right. We sometimes we get stuck on wanting people to understand us and understand our purpose and our destiny. I can remember very early on when I first began to, tiptoe outside of the box of that comfort zone. I wanted everybody to come along for the ride and say, okay, Kimberly, you can do it. You can do it. But you know what? Some people are not just they're not going to understand, and they can't come along for the ride. I've said it before, and I believe it with all my heart, that sometimes relationships are seasonal. They can only believe for us in a small season of our life, and that's great. We can love on them and we can embrace them for that season, but when that season is up, then it's time. Oh, my honey is on. Hey, Apostle, that's my husband. Thank you. He still makes me blush. Anyway, we have to believe that, and when God moves us into a new season, what we have to do is look for what God is doing new in that season. So don't hold up your progress by holding on to something or someone who was in the last season. See what God is doing today. See who God wants to use today to speak amazing things into your life. Your resources for this season may lie in someone that you don't know. And so you're gonna have to let go of they. Let go of they. Come on now. Let them go and embrace the new individuals who are in your life. I agree, Womtique, that we got to stop being codependent. Yeah, we got to start believing about ourselves, what God believes about us and what he says about us. But the only way to do that is if we tap in and find out what he's saying about us, right? And so we have to, like never before, begin to be bold and courageous. We got to begin to step outside of the box. We got to begin to do those things that we never thought that we could do. I believe that where we are right now, we always say, well, I'm waiting on God, or I'm waiting on this. Many times God is just waiting on us. And the minute that we walk out by faith and begin to do those things that are seemingly impossible, God will come in and he will walk alongside us and make those things. Yeah, they still waiting. Yeah, they are waiting. Thank you, Umti. He'll make those things that have not happened begin to happen in our lives. I love seeing people make it. I love seeing people fulfill purpose and destiny. There's nothing more fulfilling in my life, and I believe that we can do it all. Thank you for joining. I have some other people that are joining right now too. We're talking about, shutting out they in our lives, the voice of they. How they say that you shouldn't be doing that at this age, how they say that you're not supposed to make it, how they say if you don't have a certain level of education, you can't do it, how they say if you don't have a certain amount of money, you're not accepted. Forget all of that. God says that we are accepted, and that's all that matters. And so we got to begin to believe that about ourselves. Thank you, Tina. We got to begin to believe that about ourselves. It doesn't matter what they say. I know what God has said about me. Now, we could sit around all day and count all the strikes that we have against us, couldn't we? Because I have a lot that are against me, when you think about it in the natural. But when I think about the grace and the love of God, all of that stuff doesn't matter anymore. And sometimes you'll have people in your life who will never allow you to get past your mistakes, right? They are known for bringing up every mistake you've ever made, every hiccup you've ever had. But you got to begin to shut them down and say, look, that's over. That's just a point of reference. That's who I used to be. Let me show you who I am today. Many times I tell folks, look, I can show you better than I can tell you. Just watch me. Because you're going to see me bust out of this box. You're going to see me do amazing things. Yeah, you don't have to be prideful or boastful, but you can be confident and know who you are and know that, you're going to places and you're going to heights that you never achieved before. Thank you for the hearts. Come on, keep on giving me love. Yeah. And so, I just, we don't have any choice. If we're going to do anything great, if we're going to accomplish our goals, we got to shut they down. Yeah, I know that might not be proper English, but you know what I mean, right? All of those naysayers, all of those who don't believe in us. And like I said earlier, unfortunately, sometimes it's those who are closest. And sometimes we have to shut them down as well and let them know, that we're not going to listen to the negativity anymore. I've had to change, the people who I associate with. You've heard it said before that if you are the smartest and the most successful person in your circle, what? You need to find a new circle. You need to find some people who have already accomplished what it is that you're attempting to accomplish. You need to surround yourself around those folks. Allow them to challenge you. I know sometimes it feels pretty good to be the smartest one in your circle, doesn't it? But if you are, you're not growing, right? And so you got to find some people who are going to challenge you. I have a life coach, and my goodness, she it's almost intimidating sometimes because she does to me what I do to other folks. But I need that in my life because I don't want to be stagnant. I want to constantly grow, in my business. I want to grow in my ministry. I want to grow in my relationships. So that requires that I allow myself to be vulnerable. Yeah, you got to be vulnerable. What does that mean? That means that you got to allow yourself to sometimes get it wrong. You got to allow yourself to make mistakes sometimes. We all make them, right? But you know what? I look at mistakes, and I even look at failures as learning how not to do certain things. So if I want to be successful, when I mess up, I know that I'm not supposed to do that anymore. That's not working. So I begin to find out what does work. So you know what? Today is the present, right? Today is the present. It's a gift. Today. So today is the day. It's a good day for you to decide to shut out all of the naysayers. It's a good day for you to shut down the theys. It's a good day for you to decide that this is the first day of the rest of my life, and I am on an amazing path to purpose. Yeah, decide that today, okay? Look, I'm going to go in and go, but I am going to come back again maybe later on today. You know, if I get an opportunity, because I love talking to you. Thank you so much for the hearts that you've given me. Can I see some hearts before I log off here? Come on, give me some hearts. Give me some love. Yeah, give me some farewell hearts as I log off. A new path to purpose. Yes, 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 Apostle. A new path to purpose. My husband there. Yeah, we got to take a new path to purpose. And that is something new. We got to do something we've never done before. Thank you for the hearts. In order to get something or to get somewhere that we've never gotten before. I believe that with all my heart. So be ready and be willing to take that new path and see doors begin to open for you. I decree that over your life this afternoon. Awesome doors are getting ready to open for you as you take the new path, as you make the decision to listen to God more than listening to others. Thank you, Ruby. I enjoy being on with you, your doll. Listen, so you got to make that decision and watch things begin to happen. You know, next time I log in, you can tell me some of the great things that have happened to you. As usual, I'm Kimberly Jones with Living on Purpose Life and Relationship Coaching. And as I always say, remember, you got to live on purpose and you got to make every day count. We'll talk to you again real soon. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.